What's up, guys? This is URN7 and welcome to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video on JP. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat all the missions for the Furious Charge, Breaking the Siege, Bardock events. Now this event's not very free-to-play friendly, unfortunately. You're going to want to have specific units like LR Majin Vegeta for the AGL stage, versus STR enemies, STR LR Broly for the STR stage, etc. And I chose to do this tech stage first because, in my opinion, this is the hardest stage in the event, because outside of tech Majin Vegeta, there really isn't any tech AoE units, and unfortunately Majin Vegeta is an EZA area unit, so he's not going to be hitting the most, he's not going to be doing the most damage for an AoE, unfortunately. But luckily for this team, we have a lot of units that do additionals, like the Tech TUR Vegeta Blue. I got the LR Vegeta Blue that has a guaranteed additional when he's in his blue form. He has potential to super 3 times. And you got the Tech LR Gogeta, which can potentially super 3 times, and all that. In theory, if you get to the last phase and you have all 3 of those units I just mentioned, like Tech Vegeta Blue, LR Vegeta Blue, and Tech Gogeta, they can potentially kill every single enemy in one rotation. Now let me start from the beginning. So I forget how many phases there are, because I keep track of it by which music is playing, which OST, Dokkan OST is playing, I'll know, and also the charges. So in this event, they got the charges, so you only have a certain amount of turns in each phase. The first phase is like 9 charges, and then it gets lower and lower. I think the last phase, you only have literally 3 charges, so that's 1 turn. And the enemies get tankier as the phases go on. So you're going to want to bring support items, like to boost your attack power, change the key spheres. Now the most popular item for these stages is the items that randomly change key spheres to certain type key spheres. Like for this stage, I brought the Takoyaki. I hope I said that right. Support item that changes random key spheres to tech and gives you an additional attack plus 5% per key sphere. I think you might get defense too. I forgot if that gives defense, but it really doesn't matter because you don't need defense for this event because the enemies don't attack you. I also brought the Monaka helmets / mask, or whatever you want to call it. That changes random key spheres to ints. Now, unfortunately, you can't stack these items, but you can use them for example, if you use the item and it doesn't change, it's not to your liking, and you don't get enough text key spheres, you can reset the game, go back in the suspended game, and then do a different action, like have a unit get some key spheres and then use it again. Then maybe the RNG will be different. That does happen in this video, by the way. But yeah, I brought the Monaka and the Takoyaki because I was trying to. Obviously, you can't use those together because like if you change all the tech, it's just going to change. It has a chance to change all the tech to ints. So I use them separately because mainly the Takoyaki was you'd think it was just for an all-out attack. Like right here, I used it here, and it didn't do much, unfortunately. But at this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, it kind of does matter, but oh yeah, I did reset here because it only changed like 1 key sphere. But yeah, like I said, you can reset and then do a different action and try to get it to change more. But anyway, it's kind of hard to explain. So let me explain my strategy here. So I'm doing my best to push the Dokkan meter as far as I can and get a Dokkan mode on the last phase. And as you know, when you get a Dokkan mode, it makes any unit in the game attack, like become an AoE for that 1 attack. So I was trying my best to get as many same type text, key spheres to get the Dokkan mode to come quicker and all that. And when you use Takoyaki, you get the extra attack and all that. And plus, the Majin Vegeta, I don't think mine wouldn't be able to one-shot all the enemies here on this phase without the item support. Now, I already explained my strategy, but there is another strategy that you could do, which involves either using a double Takoyaki, which, you know, to get a full field of Ki Spheres and have Majin Vegeta, preferably on a rotation with support, one-shot all the enemies. He can do it if he double supers for sure, but the alternative is to have the final rotation be Tech LR Gogeta unfused with the Tech Vegeta Blues. You want to bring the TUR Vegeta Blue instead of LR Demon King Piccolo, and have them all, and hope they all additional and crit and everything. So yeah, but that strategy requires more RNG. But with this one, it's kind of RNG with how the orb changers do and how many Tech Ki Spheres you can get. And it's also kind of, it's more skill, like just making sure that you don't get the Dokkan mode too early, or that you actually get it. Like there's a chance that you might get it too early or you won't get it at all. So I just try to get as many Tech Ki Spheres as I could throughout the run. And luckily everything lined up. I was worried about this turn because I got a lot of, like, almost a full field of Tech Ki for Majin Vegeta there. But if you've been playing the game as long as me, as soon as I got the Tech Ki Spheres for Vegeta there, I knew that the Dokkan mode was not going to reach max, and I would have been fine. And this next turn, I was pretty confident that I won, because the awesome Demon King Piccolo transformation. Glad they got it in this video. But yeah, I was confident I won because the Tech LR Gogeta is going to fuse now and do a crap ton of damage with the Dokkan mode. Okay, I love that active skill, but I hate watching it because I don't have Tech Color Gogeta, and it makes me salty remembering. But anyway, I use the Monaka helmet here, so I can, you know, change everything, get as many int Ki Spheres as I could. I know it's not same type, but it doesn't matter what type your unit is, as long as you use that item and you get a bunch of Tech Ki Spheres, sorry, int Ki, and as long as it's the ints, you'll still get the attack boost, even if your unit is Tech. And I used another one there just to get Demon King Piccolo a ultra super attack, just in case Gogeta somehow doesn't finish off every enemy in one attack. But I'm sure you can guess that I'm going to literally kill them all in one shot, and then some. But yeah, I was glad I was able to get this fusion in the video. Everything lined up perfectly. Personally, I think this is the best strategy. It requires less RNG with additionals and crits and all that. It's just the only thing you gotta, you know, make sure you get done is just make sure that you don't get the Dokkan mode too soon, and that you do get it in the last phase. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the physical stage next with Dragon Ball Super Broly. All right, so this is my my team for this stage here. I'm rocking the physical blue Vegeta nuking leader, and I got the 50% support Super Buu. Got some orb changers like Whirus and the Goku, the blue Goku. I'm bringing the second form AOE Easy A Frieza. He's actually, you know, low key really good for this event. You think he might not be, and I forgot to mention this in the first stage. But Pure Saiyans get an attack boost in this event, so units like the second form Frieza, or for example the physical LR Krillin, are not going to be doing as much damage. And as you can see, my TUR, my Dragon Ball Super Broly, I Dokkan awakened him because I mean, as you know, he's a AOE unit, but when he transforms, he loses his AoE and it becomes single target, you know, super attack. But he does additional. He has a chance of additional twice and everything, depending on his potential system. But Anyway, but when he's not in his TUR, Dokkan Awakened form, he doesn't transform. So, and you get to keep the AoEs the whole battle. And on Dokkan Awakened, he's still pretty powerful. And you'll see that in this video here. But anyway, for this stage, I brought the Dragon Ball Super Bulma support item, which boosts ally attack power by 25% for 5 turns. And I brought the Bora cookie, which is basically the same thing as like the Manaka and the Takoyaki item, except it changes random key spheres to physical and everything. And going forward with the rest of these stages, they're going to be a lot quicker than the tech stage. Like the other stages, if you have the right units, a lot easier because there's more variety of AoE units. This one at first I thought was really hard, but then I thought then I got the idea to Dokkan Awaken my Dragon Ball Super Broly so he wouldn't transform anymore. And to my amazement and my happiness, he gets to keep his AoEs on Dokkan Awaken. So I'm glad that's a feature in the game where you can Dokkan units. It actually does come in handy. Besides, feeding dupes, and all that. Sorry, not dupes. Same name characters for super attacks. But anyway, this is gonna go. The rest of these stages are gonna go a lot faster. But I guess I'll talk about a little bit more about my team as we go on here. So yeah, you don't really need the. Don't worry. You don't need to have the physical 50% support Super Boo. You could bring any support units or anything, or another orb changer or whatever. I mainly brought him because he's an orb changer and a support. And also, yeah, make sure you don't need the Bulma item in the first couple phases. But after like the third phase, they start getting tankier. In case you didn't know, so that's why I didn't use it at first, but I used it here. But yeah, I honestly. Yeah, I probably would have needed it. But yeah, I was going to say I might not even have needed the Bulma for this stage. But yeah, the Broly, he hasn't aged the best, but it's more towards his defense. Like, he'd be really good in the the current state of Dokkan if he had a better defense stat. But anyway, I would definitely bring Whirus though if you can, because he changes a lot of. He changes like 2 different types of ki to physical, so he's good. But yeah. Also, in a perfect world, I probably would have brought another like a friend nuking leader physical blue Vegeta, but I didn't feel like spending 2 hours trying to find one. So I just brought the movie boss, Dragon Ball Super Broly as a friend. But yeah, you don't even need to bring that. Like, if you just bring like a physical, extreme physical leader or whatever if you want. I could have used the Deborah cookie right here for Frieza, but I didn't think it was necessary because I knew I was going to finish him off in the next turn. So I didn't bother going crazy to get Frieza's super attack. And I forgot to mention in the first stage, I was intentionally not killing any. I was intentionally trying to drag out the turns to get the Dokkan mode. So if you notice in the first phase, I was whipping super attacks and trying not to kill them right away. I was trying to drag it out to get the raised Dokkan meter more. But luckily for the rest of the stages, I don't have to use that Dokkan mode strategy. Just good old fashioned AoEs. Just one and dones and. Yeah, I did use the Bora cookie there because at this point of the video, at this stage, the enemies are getting tankier, so Broly's not going to be able to one-shot them all without any item support. Yeah, 16 million. That's more. 13 million, 12 million, that's more than enough. I think they have around 8 to 9 million HP towards the end. Okay, so I was a little worried here, but not really, about Frieza. I decided to use its active skill super just in case, just to do as much damage as I could, just in case like we didn't finish them all off with his AoE. As I said earlier, Pure Saiyans get an attack boost in this event, and Frieza's not a Pure Saiyan, so he's not gonna be doing as much damage as the Pure Saiyans for the AoE. But the Deborah cookie, luckily I got nearly a full field of physical key spheres, and his pre-attack stats like 900,000 plus. So when I saw that, I knew it was over. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this stage. After yeah. I hope I'm explaining everything correctly. I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm not really good at tutorials. But yeah, and this is all post commentary, by the way. I wasn't sure how difficult this video would be to record, but I got it done pretty easily. And yeah, I was really surprised to see Frieza doing that much damage. I got a link level there. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next stage. I believe we're doing the Int stage next with the Int LR Evolution Blue Vegetas. All right, so this is my Int team. Basically a representative of Universe 7 team minus the LR Int Super Saiyan Goku, Namek Goku. This is like Vegeta's special leader skill. I forget what it's called. It's a secondary one, not the reps in Universe 7, but basically reps in Universe 7. Now, this one I think is one of the. This is either the easiest one or like the second or third easiest one. But in terms of like, I think in terms of just like autopilot. No, not autopilot. Like, just less effort, I guess. This is the easiest one in terms of less effort, because you could literally like get to the last couple phases and just insta kill them with Vegeta's Evolution Blue Vegeta's AoE active skill, and it does a surprising amount of damage. I mean, you'd think it wouldn't do much, but you'll see it does a ton of damage. But normally in regular events, real events, like Legendary Goku event, like his active skill AoE does nothing. Even in Super Battle Road, it's not too impressive because you couldn't even get it till like the end of a stage in Super Battle Road because it doesn't activate right away. But yeah, by the way, this Krillin in 18, this is like the one event where they're actually pretty useful. I'm not saying they're a bad unit or anything. They can be good on the reps of Universe 7 or Universal Survival Saga category, but this is the stage where they are really useful. They really shine, and I found that's a common theme with this Bardock event. It's letting me take advantage of units that I don't usually use, or actually making them like down a waste of space in my box. And I screwed up here. I accidentally put the Namek Goku in slot 1. I'm so used to doing that in normal events, because if he gets hit in slot 1 before attacking, he will do a guaranteed additional. But in slot 2 and 3, he has, I think it's a medium chance to do an additional super. So he could super like twice in slot 2 and 3, and he gets an extra attack boost in slot 2 and 3, I think, as well. But I could have reset. If this were a harder stage, I probably would have, but I wasn't really worried. It wasn't a big deal. There's a lot of room for error in this stage. And I gotta say, even if you don't have Evolution Blue Vegeta, I still think this is a pretty easy stage. Because on my first win with this stage off camera, I ended up only using one of the Evolution Blue Vegeta's active skills to win, because the Evolution Blue Vegeta and all the Krillin in 18, they additional super so much and do so much damage. But it takes a little bit for Krillin in 18 to build up. But yeah, I wasn't really worried. I didn't even use the Bulma item right away. And also, I could have, if I wanted to, I could have used the Zeno support memory and gotten even more, like done even more damage, but I didn't have enough of film for that, and I didn't feel like farming the film or wasting my Baba Shop points for it, so I was pretty confident. Wasn't really worried at all with this stage. It's impossible for me to lose this unless I intentionally not get super attacked, or even that's hard to do, like not getting supers. All these characters link up pretty well, and there's a lot of support. Like the Tech Roshi and Tien. I got the physical UI Omen Goku supports. Unfortunately, they don't support the Super Saiyan Goku, sadly, but Super Saiyan Goku is mainly there just for the additionals in slot 2 and 3. But yeah. And the Int UI Omen Goku, he's good just because he's good, I guess. Like any enemy he attacks in this stage is like instant dead, even in the last phase, I think. I think this is the third to last phase, and I determine which I always forget how many phases there are, but I always determine that based off what Dokkan OST is playing. So I'm pretty sure this is the third to last phase. And I haven't been paying attention to all the gameplay. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I still don't understand how this does so much damage. Like, but in normal events, like Legendary Goku event, like that does like 800k if it doesn't crit. And my Vegeta isn't even like 100%. He's not even Rainbow. He's like 69%. But yeah, it for some reason it does a lot of damage, and you can't even boost the attack of this active skill with like the Manaka item or anything. I don't even think did I use an item? I wasn't paying attention, but yeah. But I did bring the Bulma and the Manaka item, so yeah. That's that stage. And I got to see the a screen that I rarely see is the Vegeta win, the active skill Vegeta win screen right there, which is nice to see. But anyway, next stage is going to be the AGL stage. Alright, so this is my AGL team. I got double LR Majin Vegeta, got the Final Form Frieza AoE units, AGL UI Goku. I don't know why I brought that Kid Gohan, the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan. No idea. I can't remember why I brought him. But I did bring the I brought LR Trunks and Goten only because they boost LR Majin Vegeta's passive if you have a Trunks. And if you have and the reason I brought AGL UI Goku is because he is also part of LR Majin Vegeta's passive. I forget which. I think Goku might give him Ki and Trunks might give him extra defense or something. I forget. I'm too lazy to look at his passive. But all I know is that if you have the Trunks and the Goku on the team, he's more powerful and get his 18 Ki super easier. And what else did I bring? I brought Turles for support, obviously. Wait, does Turles? He gives attack. So yeah, that's basically the team. There was a lot of. Luckily, there was a lot of LR Majin Vegetas on the friends list. Personally, I think this is the easiest stage. I'm already on the second to last phase here, so. Yeah, I think I beat this in like 2 minutes and 58 seconds from memory. So yeah, nearly done with this one. I was not worried at all. Not one bit. I really got nothing much else to say, honestly. I'm pretty sure I probably could have beat this even without a double LR Majin Vegeta. I'm at 7 million attack stat. Look at that. I'm not sure if LR Majin Vegeta has his easy on global yet, so if he doesn't, then that's gonna suck for global. Pretty unfair. But right here, I was a little conflicted. To if I should use if I should have used that Chi-Lai. No, I'm thinking of the wrong stage. That was STR Broly. My bad. Never mind. No, I was good. 3.7 million attack stat. That should be more than enough to take them out. He's creating everything. Even without the crits, it's enough to kill him. Alright, on to the next one. Wait, first I want to see my time. No, 2:34. Wow, even faster. Alright, so this is the last stage. The STR stage. Double LR Broly. I mean, there's not really much to say about this team, honestly. You don't need the STR 50% support hits. But if you have him, then definitely use him. Any support unit or orb changer, you don't even really need an orb changer on this team, because Broly, it's better to get his 12 key and not give him a ton of STR orbs. That's more so for the last phase when the enemies are really tanky. But yeah, I don't know why I gave him all that key there. But anyway, maybe he didn't have enough for 12 key. But anyway, this stage is really easy as well. It's just autopilot, honestly. Now I screwed up bringing this Omega Shenron. For some reason I thought that he lowered defense as well, but he lowers enemies attack. I think he only lowers super type allies defense. I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong about that, but I shouldn't have brought him. He was a waste. But at least he... No. Yeah, that was a waste. But it didn't matter because Broly's are so overpowered. Like, he's like literally like probably the best EZA in the game. But yeah. And similar to the LR Mind Vegeta, you could probably beat this without even having STR Broly, LR Broly. And I brought that STR Mind Vegeta because he's a rainbow. He's an orb changer, the STR. What else? Okay, I brought the STR Fat Boo because he's also an orb changer and all that. So, but I didn't really need to bring orb changers. I don't know why. I just kind of like threw this team together in 2 seconds, and yeah. So yeah, this is the second to last phase. Not really worried at all. If I were to go back in time and redo this, I'd probably bring just a bunch of support units to boost Broly and all that. Maybe bring another Broly to link him up, Dragon Ball Super Broly or something, I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Now we're on the last phase here, and I was a little conflicted. I was trying to say this earlier, I confused this stage with... I confused the AGL final phase with this one. This is what happened here. So I wasn't sure if I should go for all the, like, use the Lemo item to get a full field of STR key, because if you get his 18 key, then it's a single target super attack and you only get 1 AoE. But I wasn't sure if double AoE super would have been enough to kill them all without, you know, support item support. But it turned out that it was more than enough to finish them all off. Yeah. 15 million, 14, yeah. It was fine. Even without the crits, it would have been enough. But anyway, guys, that's going to be for this video. Got all the missions done. I was happy to record this for you guys, and I really hope you found it useful. Hopefully my commentary didn't suck too much. I haven't really done many Dokkan tutorials in the past, and mostly just go through them, you know, naturally. But in terms of making like a how to beat this mission or beat this stage kind of a tutorial, I don't think I've ever done that before. But yeah, comment down below if you found it useful. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. But definitely most importantly, please comment down below. I miss seeing comments, and I really want to make more videos in the future, and I feel really confident with this video. I think I did an alright job, and I was happy to get this out there for you guys. But anyway, I might be back with another video in the next day or so. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.